Hello there, it's time once again as we come your way with a show that mirrors your comments to the rest of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joy News Interactive live on Joy News on Multi-TV, DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144. Our handles on social medias have just one identity, it's Joy News on TV. Get your comments through to us on Facebook and Twitter. I am Miss G, the Entertainment General, and I'm ready to serve you on the show. Now, imagine your home being attacked. You try the police emergency numbers, you scream for help from your neighbors, but no one comes to your aid. And then the robbers break in, hold you at gunpoint, and run away with your money and another vehicle. That's the story of a female lecturer at the University of Ghana. Maswala Gbagba spoke to her earlier today on the AM show. Let's see that interview.
Apparently it was one person I saw, but I did not see the face of the person, just the back, and also the weapon the person was carrying. It was a rifle, not a pistol, but a rifle. Standing right in front of the door. And I could hear other voices that indicated that wasn't one person. Not too long ago, then I heard they trying to break through, bang several times. So I started trying to make a few calls, the emergency numbers that are stored on my phone. Apparently, I can't remember the numbers, but their numbers just stored. So I just did a search, police emergency, and then tried two numbers. They went through, but there was no response. Apparently, I tried 2 to 3 times. Then I decided to call neighbors, a few neighbors that could readily come to mind. I called, I think, 3 neighbors, each of them about 2 or 3 times. But I did not get any response from any of them.
Before we come to the reaction from your neighbors, this is the burglar proof that they destroyed. And you say that for over 20 minutes, they were hitting this burglar proof with some cement blocks.
Yes, 20 minutes. So I felt I had, well, enough time because you could see that they were really determined. So I was making a call, but when no one was picking up, I realized there was no need trying to further call individuals. So I started screaming, "Armed robbers, oh, armed robbers, please come and rescue me. Armed robbers." And I spoke both English and Twi with the hope that some few neighbors around would hear and come to my rescue. But there was no response. So apparently I heard the back of bulletproof being pulled, which is the type that you drag. So I knew they were almost about entry. I felt they hadn't entered, but they were almost about entry, so I decided to rather keep quiet.
Now, tell us how you're coping with the ordeal. I mean, after going through this traumatizing experience, I'm sure you've not even had the courage to even stay at your own home. How are you dealing with this?
Yeah, it's quite horrible. It's so horrible. Each time there's a flash play, or the whole story plays back. And each time it comes, my heart beats. And I'll say today is about the 3rd day. But apparently, if I should put the number of hours, I've closed my eyes. I don't think it's up to 3 hours for the 3 days.
And that's Maswala Gbagba speaking to the lecturer who got robbed. But many people have had similar experiences because the police failed to either respond to their distress calls or get to the scene on time. We posted this on Facebook, and here are your views. And Desmond Oakley says, "It's very sad. I once reported a case to the police, and to my surprise, the policeman told me to go and arrest the person and bring him to the police station. If I see her, I should give him a call." It's very sad. And doesn't she have the number of the invisible forces or that of the Delta Force? I'm sure you are taking light. And Prosper says, "Ghana police, they are so One day when I become president, I'll abolish police force and make invisible force and Delta force our security, their liability to the nation. And my brother's house was being robbed in Kumasi. I went to the police upon hearing of the attack, and the police told me I wasn't a resident in the house, so it's either my brother, who was then in Accra, or his wife, who was being attacked at the time, come and report. I stood there speechless and said to myself, it's only God who can protect us from them. Anytime I see a police, all I do is to, okay, that is not fair. And I single-handedly waited a decade to a meeting point after knowing their intention. I then let it into the police CID to represent themselves as my brother and I, because the syndicates have never met us, and that was the first time. They were planning to dupe us to a tune of 60,000 cedis. Ladies and gentlemen, the police CID called back to tell me that my brother, the thing is 4190, so be careful with these guys. They left the guys off the hook. It was under the Amasaman command, and all the call credits and time I spent on that went to waste. And Bano says, why are we refusing to accept that the armed robbery is now becoming an epidemic in Ghana? The government is looking on without giving the issue the much needed attention by using the military all across the 10 regions to go all out operations to fight this abnormal incident. And why? Because those in authorities have securities provided for them and their families. Who watches over the citizen, you're asking? And Prince Nuruddin Balmia said, Ghana police for you. And Eben Algo says, had same terrible experience in 2014 in Kumasi Paraku Estate. Called the police, but they came in 30 minutes. And by the time they had bolted away, they came back after 3 days to rob again. But this time I saw the move on time, so I called the police again. And what I was told by the police will shock you. After taking my time in giving directions to the house to the police officer on the phone for close to 5 minutes, to my surprise, he told me he still can't figure out where I stay and that he's going to call the patrol team and explain to them for them to come to my aid, and that he will call me back. People, I waited for 30 minutes, I had no call. 45 minutes, 1 hour, no call from the office. I decided then to call him myself, and trust me, I don't know if it's today the officer will pick my call. It was only God who saved me and my family from these robbers. This time, they were unable to break into my room to rob us. So people, since then, I came to realize that you can never trust Ghana police. It's only Christ who is our protector, and I have never liked the police since that incident happened to me. The first time I read about this story, what I said to myself was that the police didn't help the lecturer, because I believe she might have called them, and there you may know it was serious, or it's serious, people. Okay, so those are some messages from you, but we'll take a break. We're back with more here on Joy News Interactive. Welcome back. So from the story, the police have responded. Director of Police Public Affairs Superintendent Cephas Arthur says the lecturer who was robbed was let down by the police, possibly because of a technical fault in communication system. It could also be down to the poor professional attitude of the police, who may have ignored the calls, he told Joy FM Super Morning Show Wednesday. We posted this on Facebook as well. Let's see your reactions. And Prince Nuruddin Balmia says, Ghana police and their unprofessional attitude and abysmal response to emergency calls. They should change for the better. And Kobe Asante says, this is what we are talking about. A police who can ignore the security of its citizens at night, where they know armed robbers, or when they know armed robbers will terrorize them, but can send more contingents on the road in the after to disturb the poor drivers who can even pay their children's fees. It's so sad. If the police think they don't have more men, what are they waiting for? Or they don't have enough more advanced technological materials to track those robbers down. Hashtag incompetent. Okay, so this man must be sacked, says Courage Best. We only have the bribe takers and not the policemen, says Gariba. And spoken well, says Gabriel. And very poor response from Teria. Poor professional work. Someone must die, says Collins. And Jesus, this kind of excuses must stop. And Collins can only say to the response given by the Public Affairs Superintendent Sefazata, speaking to SMS. Okay, so Ghana's sports stadia have over the years been deteriorating at a very fast pace. Many say it is because they have been neglected, but others say it is because these facilities are used for other events other than the original purposes. Well, there was one event over the weekend at the Baba Yara Sports Stadium at Kumasi, and the facility was left in a sorry state. This has forced the Minister of Youth and Sports to ban any other activity on the pitch. What do you think? And should this be extended to other sporting facilities? Let's hear you once more. Prince Nuruddin Baumia. If only those stadiums or the stadiums are deteriorating, why not? We only need a panacea to our dilapidated stadium, period. And why only Baba Yara? Or is it waiting for the others to also deteriorate before taking action? Teiko is asking. Oh, thank God. And yes, it should be extended to all stadia. And this is what I've always been waiting for. Yes, it should. And a law must be enforced on that as well. Timothy says it's been long overdue, should quickly be extended to other stadia. And Elias Apa Sia says yes to the question as to whether, the minister should extend the ban to other ones. And Kenny says, good move, it should be implemented at all centers. So responses from you on our Facebook page concerning the initiative by the Minister of Sports and Youth and Sports to ban people from using the stadium in Kumasi for every other purpose apart from sports. We'll take a break. We're back with more. Welcome back from that humorous break, and you're still watching Joy News Interactive live on Joy News on Multi TV, DSTV channel 421, Go TV channel 144. My name is Miss G, the entertainment general. In case you just joined us, get interactive with us on Facebook and Twitter as Joy News on TV. Now let's talk football, and the UEFA Champions League quarter-final matches are in full swing. Yesterday, Real Madrid qualified to the next stage after beating German son Bayern Munich by 4-2, despite the star Gareth Bale's absence. But the talking point is that the referee aided the Spanish side and that Arturo Vidal's red card was a mistake, and Ronaldo was offside on 2 occasions. I know the debate continues in your home, but let's go on Twitter and see what you are saying. So Real Madrid needed an imaginary red card, 2 offside goals, 10-man Bayern and Neuer, and with a broken leg, 2 injured CBs, and a referee plus extra time to qualify, says Carlos. So people are debating as to why Real Madrid had to win that match. And let's see what okay, so Bayern has now gone out to Spanish opposition 4 years in a row. So he gives the data. And in 2017, Real Madrid, 2016, Atletico Madrid, 2015, Barcelona, 2014, Real Madrid. That's some data being given us as to how many times Bayern has had to go back to Spain. Bayern fans still okay. Let's see what next we'll have on our screen concerning the match that ended up in 4-2 Real Madrid against Bayern. But let's come to Facebook. And Clement Smith says, I would suggest that they should always allow Barca and Madrid alone to play for this cup, because the referees make some of us hate soccer. Too much cheating. Even kids know offside goals. Shame. And the modern football is a gamble behind all this game. Sometimes something happened on the field and you can't understand. This is what I'm talking about, says Kingsley Akosa. And they always want these Spanish sides to be at the semis over the finals because the UFA only think of their return. Hashtag everywhere is corrupt. And Prince Nuruddin Baumia is also posting something concerning the match, and he says, I didn't watch the game yesterday, therefore no comments. And hashtag kudos to Madrid. And Draw FM, your competent team is going to stop promoting foreign teams over home. There are days we do local sports. If you follow the trends, we talk about things that are trending, and of course there are days we concentrate on local sports as well. And Kofi Frimpa says, I don't understand why people say the referee robbed Bayern. Sagasha says, it's never true. The game was a fair play. Madrid all the way. Madrid won the game fairly. And well, our views doesn't change anything, says Otin Samuel Jr. And I guess some more comments from you. Trump says it's part of the game. Someone should have advised Vidal he wasn't playing Shaolin soccer. And FIFA Madrid, but they claim Barca cheats most. They deserve the win. It's true, Bayern Munich was robbed 100%. And those are messages from you concerning the game, that a lot of you felt that Madrid was cheated. Now, still on the Champions League, the last batch of matches for the quarterfinal stage will be honored later today. Barcelona trails Juventus by 3 goals, and the Catalans will hope to repeat what they did to Paris Saint-Germain. But will that materialize? And what are your predictions for the game? And are this or the other between AS Monaco and Borussia Dortmund? Let's read your comments. 2 fake penalties and 1 good goal from Neymar, but Juve go triumph on penalties. And Barca is going down this time. No shaking from Dallas. Ose Juventus, says Aban. And Barcelona 5-2 to Juventus, says Isaac. And Barcelona for life, or Barca for life, says Dawson. And Barcelona 1, Juventus 2. And Theophilos Peculiar Monaco says Monaco 3 and Dortmund 2, Juventus 2, Barcelona 2. So predictions for the match that is going to be played later tonight. I'm sure tomorrow we get to talk some more about it. But it's Wednesday, and it's time for us to have fun on the midweek edition of Joy News Interactive. You know how people brag about the days they were born. Today we are asking the most romantic or lovely people, which day are they born in the week? We are asking you to tell us which day the most romantic people are born in the week. And in every house there is a Mensa. There is no day which has a perfect human being. Get it right. Kofi can be good at the same time can be bad. Each human has distinguished character. It can be molded to be good and can be twisted to be bad. And Felicia Mainu says Tuesday. Dawson says Tuesday. No debate, is Tuesday, says Captain Flint. And Prince Nuruddin Baumia says, I guess it's Saturday. Idrisu says Sunday. Twafik says Sunday. Wednesday, we rock, says Perkins. And Tambo says every weekday people give birth. And Tuesday is from Opong. And team hashtag Wednesday Rex says so. And Chumwa says Thursday. Monday is from Amprofi. Monday from Rejoice Ahin. And people are bragging about the days they were born and the best day to be born. Tuesday says Asari. And month or week says Mahami. And Monday from Bryant. Monday from Vera Ejapon. Agnes Fosu says Sunday. And those are the days. I'm sure Monday topped. You know, Mondays is a special day, and Mondays are fantastic days, and I'm a proud Monday born. But I leave you now. There's more to come on the Joy News channel, but you have to see this video. My name is Miss G. Catch me later in the evening with some more entertainment gist on Prime. Have a good day.
Kaku. National anthem, young boy.